guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashanti. You can call me Shanti. I'm a licensed esthetician and makeup artist. And today we are going to talk about how to prep or how to create your kit if you are a beginner makeup artist. So if you're just getting into the beauty industry, the makeup world, and you kind of want some tips on how to build your kit efficiently, because makeup is expensive. So if you're just getting started, make sure you keep watching so I can give you the tea.
What you want for Christmas? What you want?
So, you know, starting out as a makeup artist, it can definitely get expensive. But I will tell you that you don't have to break the bank to start. You definitely don't have to start out with the most high-end product. The main thing you want to work on when you are a beginner makeup artist really is your skill. So you want to really get some products that are good, inexpensive, because you're learning your skill. You're trying out what formulas you like. Are you gonna be more of a cream makeup artist? Are you going to be more of a liquid? Do you love contour? Are you a bronzer? So in the beginning, you're really testing out what works for you. So going out and buying all of these expensive products are really unnecessary. First on our list is foundation. First, I have one of my favorite foundations of all time, especially from the drugstore, and that is the Maybelline Super Stay. So this is it is up to 24-hour coverage foundation. It is full coverage, which yes, it is full coverage. This is a liquid foundation. So if you are comfortable with working with liquids, then you definitely want to check out this foundation. It does have a kind of creamy consistency. It's not too liquidy where it's really watery, and it's not too thick, but it's kind of like that nice balance in the middle. The only thing I would say with this foundation, sometimes it does oxidize. So normally what I would do is go just like a shade darker, and then I would lighten the face up with concealer. Into primer. So my favorite primer from the drugstore would have to be, well actually I have two, so let me tell you. So the first one, which I haven't used it in a little while, so I don't know if it's still available, but it used to be that used to be my jam. It is the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer. And my second fave is the e.l.f. primers. So you have the putty primers, and then of course their newest addition, the dupe for the Hydro Grip. I've tried that one, it works, I love it. I'm a fan of the Hydro Grip. Personally, I keep that in my bridal kit. So the e.l.f. dupe is great. One of my favorite concealers of all time, which a lot of people should know about this, is gonna be the LA Girl concealers. I still keep a few of those in my kit as of today. I love using those as eyebrow concealers to really get that nice sharp look. The thing about the LA Girl concealers is that you want to let them really dry down just a little bit. If you let them dry down a little bit, then you'll get the most coverage at them. But if you're looking for a nice full coverage drugstore concealer, I'm gonna tell you that the Milani concealers are bomb. When I buttery, so buttery. It has more of a creamy consistency than just, you know, like a full liquid concealer. So it is a little thicker. Now you want to be careful with those concealers because they do dry down quick, and I believe it's a matte concealer. So you want to make sure when you go to one area, if you're doing under eye or the forehead, that you do that area and blend it out right away, because this is not one that you want to let sit. Like, the list is powders. So this one right here, I already know you guys have seen it a bunch of times. I know a lot of people have recommended this, but it's because it works, it's good. So if you want to add this Maybelline Fit Me powder into your kit, I have the one in fair. I don't believe they have a translucent. I believe it's just all colors. So I have this one, but I use this one kind of as a translucent, not on all skin tones, only on lighter. This one, but let's see, how much is in here? It's 24, nope, I lied. So it's 0.7 ounces, and I've had this for a while and it's still a lot in here. I don't know if you guys can see, but I've had this for a while and there's still a lot in here. So it's definitely going to last you. And I believe a lot of people have been comparing this to the Huda Beauty, the, what is it, Bake cake powder that I wanted to mention. And this one I believe retails for like $8, something like that. So that's hella good. Now this one is from the company Beauty Bakery, and I wanted to mention this one as well because would this be considered a drugstore? It's in Target now, so I think it's considered a drugstore product. So this one, I love this one. It's in the color plantain or caramel. This is a black owned company, and it retails for about $14 this size, because they also have a bigger size. They have a bigger size than this, but this size right here, I believe retails for about $14. And this works amazing on brown skin. And these are loose setting powders. So these are your loose setting powders. These are your powders that you want to apply after you have applied your concealer. This is what you would use. Have some blush. Let's get into it. One of my favorite drugstore blushes is of all time by far is the Milani blushes. So that is the Milani baked blushes. Let me open it up and let you see. This is what it looks like. So pretty. This is in the color 02 Rose d'Oro. And I keep these in my kit. I use these for brides a lot. It adds a nice kind of like sheen. I have this, do I have this one on? I have this one on today. So it adds kind of like a nice little sheen, some color, but when you pop your cheeks and the camera gets to you, it looks cute. So I love keeping these in my kit. They last a long time and they are cost effective. And then I also have this color is in 05 Luminoso. That looks like. I mainly use this one for lighter skin tones. I love their cream blushes. So this is one of the Milani cream blushes. This is in the color Coral Crush. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm thinking this is going to look really, really nice on darker skin tones. So I want to try this out. I went ahead and depotted them. So this is what they look like. Let's see if I can open it. This is what it looks like with me depotting them. I still have a few more spaces where I need to add some more, but this is what I decided to put it in. These two are my most used colors. These ones are from Milani. Juvia's Place bronzers have been on the market for a little while now, and they are definitely some of the girls' faves. These two colors right here for you, if you have darker skin tones, look amazing. I will say that they definitely pull red. So if you have someone that has more of a cool undertone, you just want to kind of blend it with their foundation a little bit. That's what I've realized has helped with them, because Juvia's Place has some of the best eyeshadows ever. I really shouldn't even show y'all this because this palette is kind of dirty, but this is my palette. So here is the palette. This one is from This one is called the Zulu by Juvia's. I have some other palettes from them as well. But if you are looking for some really inexpensive, creamy, buttery eyeshadows, then you definitely want to check out Juvia's Place, because when I tell you that they hit the mark, they hit the mark. Definitely check out Juvia's Place for some inexpensive eyeshadows. A few other honorable mentions are Morphe. We all know we love Morphe. Morphe been killing it with the eyeshadows for a long time now. So you definitely want to check out some Morphe products. ColourPop is another great one, especially when it comes to like their shimmers or their highlighters, their little cheek, what is it called? Cheek shockers? Yes, those are the eye. And you can definitely check out the brand Ardell. Ardell has been around for a long time. They've upgraded the types of lashes that they have. They even have lash books now, but they have both lashes like this that are really pretty thin, kind of natural. And they also now carry mink lashes as well. Mink lashes, 3D lashes, the double up lashes. So if you need some good lashes to add in your kit that are inexpensive, then try out those Ardell lashes. Or go to the beauty supply store, girl. And my fave mascara which this was a trending mascara too, is from the brand Essence. It's their waterproof mascara. I carry this in my kit. Sometimes I carry a few of these in my kit. They have not failed me. I use these on brides all the time. So you know, during a wedding, somebody's gonna be crying. So she done came through. All-time fave, the Kiss Lash Glue. This is a black lash glue. Pull it out. So this is a black lash glue. I like using this because if you do kind of get a little messy on the liner area, it always just looks like eyeliner if you plan on using eyeliner. So that's just a little tip for if you're using black. But of course, you do have to be careful to make sure that it doesn't get on the eyeshadow. If ever that happens, just let it sit for a minute and then you can easily just pull it off. So once the glue actually dries down, you can easily pull it off. Versus you going in when the glue is actually wet, that's when it's gonna smudge and get all over your eyeshadow, and you have to take it off and start over. And girl, we don't wanna do that. But I love this eyeshadow because it is formaldehyde free. It's also latex free. So if you have anyone that has a lot of allergies, or if you have someone that has really watery eyes, this doesn't have a strong smell, a chemical smell to where it'll create the watery eyes. A really cheap, inexpensive eyeliner that works is also back with my girl Essence. Another Essence eyeliner. This liner is matte, it's black, and it stays. And this is what it looks like. They had an eyeliner that also looks like this. That was not my fave, but I was trying out this one. So this is what it looks like, the tip. That's what the tip looks like. So the only thing, if you are maybe not so comfortable using a tip like this, let me show you. Tip like that. I also can suggest the Wet n Wild liners. So this liner has this sort of tip. It's more of a pen. So this is going to give you a little more control on the eye if you are a beginner. So definitely want to check them out. And let's talk about correctors, because sometimes as a makeup artist, you may have to either correct someone's tone if they have maybe dark spots or sometimes darkness around the mouth, especially if you are a woman of color. You will need to fix that. As a makeup artist, that is something that is expected of you. So I have this one here. It's an HD corrector from the company Black Radiance. This one I've been using this one for about a few months now, and I actually really like it. It has a nice creamy consistency. I don't know about the other concealers as far as like for the under eye and things like that because I haven't tried them. But as far as correcting, girl, because we want to make sure that our makeup is up and stuck, okay? She's not going no. Looking for something long lasting, definitely want to try out the Milani. As you can see, I love Milani. Milani is that girl, okay, at the drugstore. So you want to try Milani. This is their 16-hour wear Make It Last Matte. It has a matte finish. It says charcoal setting. It does have an actual nice spray called Natural Finish. So this would be the natural finish version. And I have small ones of these. This also is a 16-hour wear. It's gonna be a natural finish setting spray and Make It Last. Drugstore setting spray, by far, you already know. Let me see if you guys know. Do you know? Do y'all know? I'm gonna just tell you. It is the Morphe setting spray. Yes, come on now, like we already know it comes in this one here. This is the continuous setting mist. It also comes in the luminous one, and then there's a matte one. The size right before the big one. The big one is always sold out. The huge one is always sold out. But the next time I go to the store, I'm going to hopefully pick that one up because this I use it way too often. It runs out, but I love it. And when I tell you that it keeps the makeup on, makes the makeup last, and it really does make the skin look good. Like it really brings that extra to the skin, you know what I'm saying? So you're not outside looking stale. and cakey. You want to make sure that you are always being sanitary as a makeup artist. So let's go ahead and get into some sanitary products that you can find at the drug. These Face Secret curved and disposable mascara wands from Sally's. Of course, you can buy them in bulk on Amazon, not the Sally's version, but you can buy bulk mascara wands from Amazon. But if you're out and about and you kind of just want to get started, maybe you're running, this is also a good place to look. And I put these in here, but they also lipstick wands. So whenever we are applying lipstick to our clients, we want to applying directly to the lips because that can bring over bacteria and we don't want our clients walking around with bum bumps. So just this sharpener from Sally Beauty as well. Maybe it was like 90 cents or something like that. I need to clean it off. But I do use this pretty much every single time I'm doing makeup. Always have to sharpen up a pencil. Another thing I use are these scissors. Handy dandy. I've had these scissors since I was in esthetician school. I got these scissors because I was in esthetician school. They came in my esthetician kit, and that has been since 2015. So I've had these scissors, same scissors, since 2015. They're adorable. They work. I love them. They cut them lashes like whoop. This to take out either cream products, or if I want to kind of scrape off a little bit of powder, or to dip out some powder, I will use this to make sure that I'm keeping everything very clean. And then what I would do is place it on my palette, which is currently dirty, so I'm gonna show you what it looks like. And this is what you want to do to really make sure that you're staying clean, to make sure that you're staying sanitary. As well as that, you want to add in sanitary napkins or cleansing napkins. I always keep some sort of either like Clorox, or when you are working on a surface, you want to have something on top of that surface. So I never ever lay my makeup down just on a plain desk or someone's table or whatever with just my makeup all down. I always make sure that I place down a clean towel. And then sometimes on top of that towel, I'll even place down some paper towels, and then I'll lay my makeup on top of that. Now, just to make sure that my surface is nice and clean. Before I even lay the towel down, I'll go in with a Clorox wipe and clean that area, clean that surface. Because like I said, you want to make sure that everything is sanitary. You don't want anything transferring over to your client. Some of my favorite lipstick products to use are the NYX Butter Gloss lipsticks, or the matte versions, or the soft matte. I love those too. So I have this here, and then I also use the NYX lip liners. So these two together they're great. Now, if you want longevity, they also have their liquid lip. It's the NYX, I believe they're called the Shine Loud. So on one end, it has a gloss tube. On the other end, it has the liquid lipstick. And this is what that would look like. You want to, I would suggest when you're placing them on, so apply your liner, apply the lipstick, let it dry down for about a minute. After it's dry, then you can go in with the gloss topper. And sometimes I would go in just like over top the lip, right at the bottom, give it that pouty look. So before doing all of this, before putting your makeup on, before getting your brows right, you really want to feed your skin. So you want to make sure that your skin is looking good. There was no way that I could do this video and not mention skincare. One of my favorite drugstore companies to use for skincare is e.l.f. Did y'all guess that? Did y'all guess that? When I tell you e.l.f. has been coming for the girls, when I tell you e.l.f. has been showing up, not only in makeup, but in skincare as well. So let me show you guys a few products that I use. I love their coconut. I love their facial mist. This is what I would do. So I would go in, I take a little cotton round, and I would wipe down my client's face to make sure it's nice and clean. Once I do that, then I'm going in with that spray, with that e.l.f. coconut spray or the hyaluronic acid, aloe vera, whatever it is that that client needs for their skin specifically. Going with that spray, get it nice and hydrated, and then I would go in with the e.l.f. moisturizer, the hyaluronic acid moisturizer. So then I would apply that on top, let that sit, go in with my nice fan, and then once I do that, then I'll go in with the primer. You want to make sure that you are also taking care of your client's lips. So something that I use often is the Aquaphor, and just go over the client's lips. Make sure their lips are nice and moisturized, because you don't want your clients to be chapped and dry when you go in with the lipstick, and it's just not gonna be a good look. Okay, so speaking of brows, Essence brow pencils are one of my favorite brow pencils. So they have the retractable ones that look like this, kind of have a slant at the front, and that really helps to give you that look here, or to create that line. So you don't even have to really put too much pressure, because it already has that shape for your brow. So they have this one, comes with the little spoolie at the end, so you can brush up your brows. And then they also have one that looks like an actual pencil, like a sharp pencil. And I do like using those sometimes, because you can get those really fine brow hairs using that, or outlining the eyebrow. Just depends on what look you're going for. All right, guys, so we made it through. This is what I would say. You can definitely start out small and then build from here.
What you want for Christmas?